And when Jesus saw that a crowd was rapidly gathering, they wanted to say, okay, hey guys, let's go over there. There's something happening. That little boy's rolling around on the ground over there. He's having a fit. The crowd was growing. They wanted to see what was going on. Jesus rebuked the unclean ghost. Said, you deaf and dumb ghost, pneuma, spirit, I command you, come out of him and do not ever enter him again.
Amen.
Leave him alone. And after crying and throwing this boy into terrible convulsions, it did come out. And the little boy became like a corpse. He got still. To where most of the crowd looked at him and said, he's dead. But then Jesus bent down and took him by the hand, raised him up, and he got up. And when he had gone into the house, the disciples began saying privately, Jesus, why couldn't we cast it out? And Jesus said, remember what he told them all the way back up in verse 19? Oh, you unbelieving generation. How long do I got to put up with your unbelief? Why couldn't we cast it out? Because this kind doesn't come out except with prayer and fasting. This kind of what? Demon? No. Your unbelief. Listen to me. This is going to make some of you radical charismatics really mad at me. Because I have seen them do this. I've seen some real radical Pentecostal charismatic type people try to cast a demon out of somebody. Or even tell them over the phone, you know, my cousin's got this problem. They're going, okay, that's a big demon. That's a super demon. So I'll have to fast for about a week. And then I'll have to come over and you know, Jesus wasn't saying that only some demons come out with prayer and fasting. He said that's how you get rid of your unbelief.
That's right. Amen.
I already told the guy's dad, you can do anything if you believe it.
Amen.
You guys could cast out anything out there if you simply believe it. And what you need to do is you need to spend some time fasting and in prayer to get some of this unbelief out of you.
Yes.
Did anybody understand that?
Amen.
It's not super demons that you have to pray or you have to fast and pray for a week before they come out. You need to spend some time fasting and praying to get rid of some of the unbelief in your heart.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Okay. Let me turn to Matthew chapter 17 because I think that that's a different version of the same story. Lord, have mercy on my son because he's a lunatic. He's very ill. He falls into fire and into water, and I brought him to your disciples, and they couldn't cure him. And Jesus rebuked this thing, and he told him to come out. Listen. Verse 19. Why could not we cast it out? His answer, verse 20, because of the littleness of your faith. Why couldn't we cast it out? Because of your unbelief. Duh! Does anybody not understand this? Okay. But this kind of unbelief does not go out except with prayer and fasting. We're talking about news. Matthew 8. Verse 28. And when Jesus had come to the other side, to the country of the Gadarenes, two men who were demon-possessed, they met Jesus as they were coming out of the tombs. Do you know, one of the things that Ghostbusters and ghost hunters are really into now is spending time in cemeteries. They want to go around the tombs. Hello? You know, I know one personally that would go into cemeteries and really big into, oh, that's basically a ghost home, a ghost area. Spend a lot of time in the cemeteries because they think that's where disembodied humans still live. No, there is some life going on there, but it's not human.
Mhm.
But the whole point is it wants you to believe it is.
Yep.
Because it plays with you, guys. So anyway, straighten up, class. These guys that were living in tombs were exceedingly violent that nobody could pass on that road. And when they saw Jesus, they cried out and they said, "What have we got to do with you, Son of God? Have you come here to torment us before the time?" Now, at a distance, there was a herd of swine, a big herd of pigs. And then the demons began to beg Jesus, saying, "If you're going to cast us out of this guy that we're in, these two guys, if you're going to cast us out of them, at least send us over there to that herd of pigs." Boy, Ghostbusters could sure make a big story out of that, couldn't they? They would love that one. Two men who's living in a cemetery. And they have so much ghost on them. They're violent and mean. And anyway. You know how Jesus dealt? There was so many demons in these two guys that they wanted to go inhabit an entire huge herd of pigs. You know how Jesus dealt with them? One word. One word. He didn't have to go put on his Ghostbusters costume and get all of his little Ghostbuster equipment and go through all the Ghostbuster ceremonies. He said, "Be gone. Be gone. Get out." And they did. It's a little anticlimactic for you people who want to be Ghostbusters, isn't it? Sorry, getting offended. Okay. All right. I'm going to say this for the 100th time. Ghosts they're pneumons. If you like King James language, call them ghosts. If you're comfortable with modern language, call them spirits. But ghosts are not disembodied humans.
Amen.
Now, I'm either going to get some thumbs up, amen for that, or I'm going to get some of your hate mail. And I really don't care. What's important to me, Jesus told me, he said, don't try to offend people or please people, tell them the truth.
Amen.
And I'm telling you the truth. What is referred to as ghosts, okay, are spirits. They are pneumons. They are ghosts, whatever you want to call them. But they're not humans who no longer live in the bodies but stay in the planet.
No.
Amen.
Sorry, if I just popped your little Ghostbusters bubble, sorry. There are ghosts, because it's spirits, it's pneumons. They are real. They are very real. Spirits are real, ghosts are real, but they're not human.
No.
Okay. You know what they are? Actors. Familiar spirits.
Yes.
They act like dead people. They want you to believe that.
Yes.
That's one of the big selling tools for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
The whole ghosty thing. Sorry. And you know what else they do? They don't, when they're acting like ghosts, when they're acting like spooks, they don't always try to act like an evil one. Sometimes they try to act like a friendly ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Good. The whole point is they're still wanting you to believe, good or bad, nice or evil. They still want you to believe that they're disembodied humans.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a nice Casper ghost or an evil ghost, but the point is, it doesn't matter if they're good or bad. They want you to believe everything but the truth. The truth is, they're fallen angels. They are fallen spirits. They are fallen ghosts who can't exist in this realm without a body. They're deceivers.
Yep.
They're their father, a liar, the father of all lies.
Yes.
And that's his tool, is trick you into not believing the truth, but believing some made-up story that I think you'll buy into.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?